All right, there's a lot going on in the world, so how about we do segment 2 of Glazer's Gaze? And I really need to discuss what's going on at campuses around the country, including my alma mater, NYU, who I'm embarrassed of and would never send another dollar to. To start, if all these lunatics were peacefully protesting Israel and the Free Palestine movement, they have a right to do so in this country, and I have no problem with that. So let's get that right out of the way. But by any definition, they're not protesting peacefully.
It's that they're shutting down buildings. They're trespassing on private property.
We have been attacked with sticks outside of our library. We have been surrounded by angry mobs, and we have been threatened to, quote, keep running.
When Jewish kids can't walk to class because they're getting beat up or blocked or cursed at or spit on, that's not demonstrating peacefully.
You're Hamas. Wow. That's a good one. You're what? You're Hamas?
Yes, we're all Hamas.
When they say we are Hamas, a terrorist organization that just slaughtered 1,300 Israelis, including burning children alive, raping women, that's not demonstrating peacefully. That's taking the side of a terrorist organization against the United States. It's like backing ISIS. They should be arrested.
What does from the river to the sea mean?
It means that Palestine should be autonomous.
What river?
Okay. The expression is not anything bad of the
No, there's an actual river and an actual sea.
the river that literally
It's the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea.
When they say from the river to the sea, that's not demonstrating peacefully, because that means they want the complete extermination of Israel. But none of them even know the name of the river or the sea that they're screaming about. Most are just bored, ignorant sheep that finally put their cell phone down for a few hours. They're lost, so this is what they do. So the bottom line is they're not demonstrating peacefully. They're demonstrating violently with the intent to harm or cause fear in Jewish students. So the question is, what are we going to do about it? Well, we learned that several of our colleges are, in fact, controlled by Jew haters. They basically admitted as much in Congress. So they've done nothing about it whatsoever. But on the contrary, Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, had the courage to go to Columbia and confront the mob and stick up for the Jewish kids and said, don't worry, we got your back. And that was amazing. And I thank him from the bottom of my heart. It's an amazing contrast to what Chuck Schumer did, who stood on the floor of the Senate and urged Israelis to overthrow their government because he thought Israel was fighting back too hard after October 11th. He's a disgrace to the Jewish people and should be forever banned from entering Israel. Because, at some point, Schumer's going to go there for some photo op. Netanyahu should absolutely ban him now and prevent him from ever going there in the future. And I can tell you what I'd like to see going forward is some change in President Biden, because he's the biggest disgrace of all. It's hard to believe that this minute he hasn't voluntarily condemned or said a word, not a word, about this national crisis that's going on at all of our campuses. And he hasn't said a word about stop harassing Jews, stop beating up Jews, stop terrorizing Jewish children. He hadn't said a word to the Jewish kids like Speaker Johnson. He hasn't said to the Jewish community, we got you, we'll defend you, we got your back. He hasn't said any of that. He remains silent, actually hoping he gets the votes of those that are actually terrorizing the Jewish students. And here's the amazing part. To me, many Jewish people are still going to vote for him. I'll just say this, don't shake my hand if you do. I'm not interested in being your friend, because you are a threat to me and my family. And we'll end it like that. That's segment 2 of Glazer's Gaze.